to the November 1st, 2023 meeting of the Town of Southampton Conservation Board. In accordance with the Town Board's adoption of local law number 14 of 2022, the board's meetings are being held both in person at Town Hall and via video conference through Zoom webinar. The link to participate in this meeting via video conference can be found on the town's website at the Town Clerk's Agendas and Meetings portal. You can also watch the live stream video and submit written comments for the public record through the town website. If you are attending via Zoom and wish to speak during the meeting, please click the raise hand icon. As a reminder to all applicants, agents, and members of the public who wish to speak at the meeting, please state your name and hamlet of residence for the record. Thank you. Anybody want to rise for the salute to the flag? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We're going to come back to the acceptance of the minutes of the last meeting and go to the public hearings. A019125 Jeffrey W. Howell, the applicant requests an adjournment to December 20th, 2023. Kevin, do you see anybody with a hand up for speaking?
They're reserved on Zoom.
Is there a motion?
Motion to adjourn until December 20th.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? A022056 Alexandra C. Fraden and others as trustees. And the applicant requests adjournment to January 24th, 2024. Kevin, anybody with their hand up?
No one with their hands up.
Motion to adjourn until January 24th.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Advisory reports to the Garrison subdivision.
Good evening, I'm Marty Shea, Chief Environmental Analyst for the town. It's a pending subdivision application that was referred by the Planning Board for advisory review for a mostly wooded track at 88 Lewis Road in the Hamlet East Quad. There are several recommended comments. First is that based upon an October 30, 2023 field assessment, the southern part of the track is marked by successional cedar, cherry, locust woods, whereas the northern part is noteworthy for its scattered mature pitch pine. These woodlands provide essential ecosystem services, including carbon sequestration and habitat for plants and animals, as well as air filtration, thermal cooling, and groundwater protection and storage. Second, construction of the residence within the central portion of the track has already commenced. Thirdly, the area where lots 2, 3, and 4 are being proposed is already partially cleared and disturbed as a consequence of prior residential development. 4, in light of the existing conditions, the Conservation Board supports the cluster design as shown on the reduced density plan residential development pre-application map for the Garrison as prepared by the Rayner Group, dated August 31, 2023. Ecological benefits include resultant habitat linkages with town preserved tracts and private conservation lands to the east. And lastly, site disturbance calculations need to be added to the map in order to verify adherence to the clearance standards set forth in section 330-67, which is protection of natural vegetation, in section 330-220, which is development within the central Pine Barrens compatible growth area.
Motion to send the comments to planning board.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Board of Trustees of the freeholders in commonality of the Town of Southampton, Jeffrey P. Roth and Ilona Roth.
This is an application for construction of a dock at a property where I had recently permitted the construction of a new residence pursuant to an administrative wetland permit that is nearing completion. There are two brief comments. First is that based upon an October 30, 2023 field assessment, the routing of the proposed elevated catwalk and pedestrian access path can be supported so long as every effort is made to minimize cutting of tidal wetland, cord grasses, groundsel, bush, and forest vegetative cover. Second, the construction details call for installation of light penetrable decked catwalks supported by untreated posts and thus are consistent with the Conservation Board standards.
Motion to send these comments to the Board of Trustees?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Now we'll go back for the minutes of October 25th. What is your pleasure on the minutes of October 25th, 2023?
Move to accept them?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Abstain.
We have 3 abstentions. And resolution scheduled 2024 meeting dates, and these are the second and fourth Wednesdays of every month except for December and November, where they're the first and third Wednesdays. Any discussion, or is we ready to approve?
Motion to accept the schedule of 24 meeting dates as presented.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The administrative wetland permits are in your packets. Conservation Management Plan and Easement Interpretation R 0220276, Adrian Cheney. And this is postponed to November 15th, 2023.
Motion to postpone to November 15th, 2023. Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution conditional approval A 0220228, Denise Sokolich. Any discussion?
Move to issue?
Second.
Resolved that a conditional wetland permit approval is granted to Leslie Lerner for the proposed project upon the terms and conditions set forth therein. Now, I just did Leslie Lerner, and I should have been doing Denise Sokolich. So let's back the truck up.
Slowly.
Okay. Now, I'll read the proper resolution this time. Resolved that a conditional wetland permit approval be granted to Denise Sokolich for the proposed project on the terms and conditions set forth therein. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And now, 023 Leslie Lerner. Any discussion?
Move to issue? Second?
Resolved that a conditional wetland permit approval be granted to Leslie Lerner for the proposed project on the terms and conditions set forth therein. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Preliminary review of signature determination, A 022082, Erlinda Bildner, postponed to November 15th, 2023.
So moved.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? A 023022, Guillaume Savadier, postponed to November 15th, 2023.
So moved.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? A 022089, Richard Landress and Donna Landress.
This application relates to a residentially developed property in Flanders that has fairly extensive tidal wetlands, open meadow areas, and scrub habitat. The application was made to repair and replace a detached garage that was heavily damaged by Hurricane Irene and Superstorm Sandy. The garage is not going to be expanded. The foundation will be retained, reinforced, and repaired. There is a preliminary advisory report on file dated October 25. 2023, which is supportive of the detached garage construction, but recommends that the existing wetlands be covenanted as a wetland preservation area, and that a covenanted buffer be established to take in the mature tree groves and sloping ground along the wetland edge. This is an application for which we have sufficient information to make a determination. As such, recommending that the hearing requirement be waived.
Motion to waive this public hearing?
Second.
Resolved that the Town Conservation Board hereby waives the public hearing requirement pursuant to Chapter 325, Section 325-80 of the Town Code. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? A 023046, Hope Marks.
This application relates to an existing residentially developed property in the Northampton colony area. The application has been made in order to gain this board's approval to construct an in-ground swimming pool, an existing rear patio that was previously permitted by this board would be demolished and removed as part of the pool installation. A minor pool deck or patio would be built. Of course, there's a need for pool equipment, enclosure fences, and a dry well. There are some minor improvements that occurred at the property that need to be legalized, including the reconfigured stone drive, various walks, some improvements that were made to the front entry of the residence. There's a structural planter that was installed, and there's an underground propane tank and generator that need to be legalized. There is a preliminary advisory report on file dated October 30, 2023. I did provide the applicant with a sketch showing a recommended buffer that would take in the majority of the land between the pool and the adjacent freshwater wetlands. I've also asked that they put in preservation the existing woods that run along the west side of the drive, as that'll help the adjacent town preserve lands where the majority of the freshwater wetlands are located. The applicant is amenable to those recommendations in terms of mitigation. Consequently, we do have sufficient information to make a determination. Accordingly, I'm recommending that hearing requirement be waived.
Motion to waive the public hearing?
Second.
Resolved that the Town Conservation Board hereby waives the public hearing requirement pursuant to Chapter 325, Section 325-80 of the Town Code. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? A 023058, Wells Road LLC.
This application relates to a residentially developed property with frontage on Smith Creek in Hampton Bays. The property contains significant tidal marsh as well. There is a preliminary advisory report on file dated October 31, 2023. The application had been made because the applicant had constructed a very large, lengthy retaining wall within the tidal wetlands with apparent interest in backfilling the area behind the wall in order to raise up the existing lawn area. That construction had caused significant disturbance to the tidal wetlands. Some other unauthorized work had occurred as well, including, among others, installation of a concrete walkway, concrete pavers and concrete blocks with wood gate leading down to the dock. There are residential accessory improvements that occurred at the property as well that need to be addressed. They include a reconstruction of a rear elevated wood deck and rebuilding of northerly entry deck. The applicant is also looking to reconfigure the existing drive and to put in a new masonry front entry walk. Upon hearing about the wetland violation for which the landowner was cited and going to the property, I contacted the landowner and requested that the entirety of the retaining wall be removed, as well as the associated fill, and that the landowner come forward with a restoration plan for the area. I'm happy to report that the applicant has removed that entire wall, has taken the fill out, has come forward with an acceptable plan for restoration of the tidal marsh, and adjacent area is willing to protect those areas in perpetuity by covenanting the wetlands and adjacent buffer. I have also recommended that the drive, which would build upon to existing concrete parking areas, that be constructed of pervious stone to allow for sufficient infiltration. So despite what occurred on the property, the landowner has been most cooperative in that all of the various wetland impact issues are being addressed and rectified at this site. As a consequence, we do have sufficient information to make a determination on this application. Accordingly, I'm recommending that the public hearing requirement be waived.
Motion to waive the public hearing?
Second.
Resolved that the Town Conservation Board hereby waives the public hearing requirement pursuant to Chapter 325, Section 325-80 of the Town Code. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Well, short and
You don't
sweet.
gotta go home, but you can't.